Hey, my Jujubes, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing on this Monday? If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would be so excited if you did. Today is Monday, and it's the Monday I've had, but we're not gonna do it. The Lord's gonna send me a new gig, because if He don't, I'm gonna be somewhere acting crazy. So how are you guys doing today? We're going to continue to discuss Christmas with the Okafors. I'm gonna get my thumbnail right now. So yesterday I left off, they had a car accident. Okay? And we all know, well, I won't say we all know. Okay, so they had a car accident. Okay? They went up, give you a little bit of synopsis. I just got leftover shrimp, rice, corn, and a potato. They went up north to try to find a Christmas tree because, of course, Alani wanted to have that experience. And when she fell asleep, they wound up having an accident. When she woke up, before I hit the record button, I said, why can't I drop something on my shirt? And look what I just did. I hope it come out. So she woke up and they were in a car accident, basically. Like, not basically, but they were in a car accident. And Ethic's head was unconscious. Alani was in and out of consciousness for real, because the accident happened while she was asleep. So, bad idea to tape in this white shirt. So, when she woke up, that's what she saw. Him on the horn. The sound of the horn blaring real loud. And now she confused. So she called his name like, Ezra? Ezra. So when she looked over, he's leaning against the seat. But she's so disoriented that she's like, why is everything so scattered around? Then she notices that she's upside down, because the car now flipped upside down. Once she finally realized that she's upside down and that everything is really bad, that's when panic starts to set in. So then Bella is in the backseat like, Daddy, Alani, wake up. And so I can't get out. So now they all panicking. Bella's in the backseat. She's freaking out. Alani telling her, like, it's okay, be calm. She's feeling a little bit of pain, but she don't really know where it's coming from. Then all of a sudden they notice, like, that Easy's not in the car. So she's like, we're okay. We're okay, B. We're going to be fine. And she telling Ethic, like, baby, wake up. Wake up, baby. And so Bella's still freaking out, like, oh my God, is my daddy going to be okay? And so then eventually Alani and them, she looking for her purse, and then she looking for her purse, and eventually she asks, like, her stuff is everywhere, so she can't find everything. So she like, Easy, do you have my phone? And when she finally turned around and asked Easy, do he have her phone? That's when she noticed, like, Easy wasn't even in the car. So now she's like, oh my God, Easy. So she calling his name. Now, mind you, it's snow everywhere. If you from up north or Ohio, Cleveland, I mean, not Ohio, Cleveland, because Cleveland is in Ohio. I don't want y'all to think I'm slow. But if you up north, Cincinnati, Ohio, Dayton, Columbus, and then you go Michigan, the winters are bad up there. So it's snow everywhere. And she's like, where is my son? So she all of a sudden looks out the window and notices that she sees Easy's jacket because he's got like a bright yellow highlighter color jacket. So her mama, bear instincts kick in, and she hop out the truck, not realizing that her leg or her ankle is broken. So she hop out, but when she tried to get out, of course she collapsed because her ankle's broken. So she crawls all the way over there to Easy. He has been thrown so far from the car that the book says that she can't even see. She could barely see the car anymore. So she lay there with him and she like, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay, Easy. And, you know, she's freaking out because she feels like Easy is her whole heart. And now here he is outside. So now she's screaming, help me, somebody help me, please. And she's like, oh God, no, please, you know. And she's like, come on, big man, get up. But he is unconscious. He's been thrown like 20 feet from the car. And there's blood everywhere on the, in the snow. She's afraid to touch him because she doesn't really know exactly what's wrong with him. And she doesn't want to make it worse. So she's screaming, help, somebody help. And eventually she hears the sirens, so she knows somebody's coming. But she wasn't going to leave him right there, so she laid in the snow with him until the ambulance came. I love me some Alani, okay? She's one of my favorite characters other than Ethic because the love that she pours into these children that she did not birth is remarkable to me. And she treats them, and I know some people say like it's hard or they don't believe in this, but she treats them like she birthed them. So when I say she was traumatized, I was reading it today. Imagine I done read Christmas with the Okafors probably twice. But I was reading it today about to cry when she was crying. Y'all know I get emotional. Man, y'all be said, look at this. I don't even know I had this white shirt on. I don't even know I did this to myself. Y'all. Anyway, so the ambulance come. She telling him like they're coming Easy. I'm right here with you. She's telling some God. I'm right here with you. Help is coming. God is here too, Easy. He's with you. I know it hurts, baby. She said, but just listen to my voice and stay right here with me. God, please help me. God, please help us. So the paramedics come and they trying to tell her like, you know, you need to get up. And she's like, no, I'm right here. I'm not leaving him. And they're like, ma'am, you have an injury too. Please just let us treat everybody. This whole time, Alani doesn't even know. But she got like a piece of glass stuck in the back of her neck. But you know how it is. Adrenaline rush. Your baby hurt. You don't care nothing about you. You like, shoot, let me make sure my baby's is okay. So once they finally bring it to her attention that she has this glass sticking out the back of her neck, then it all of a sudden hits her. And now she's in pain. And she kind of like passes out. And the paramedics are like, you in shock. It's okay. Just take it easy. So before she could respond, she done passed out from the shock she was in. So they all are taken to the hospital. Easy, Bella, Alani, and Ethic. Bella is the only one who is conscious right now. Like, she doesn't really have too many injuries. She got her gash on her forehead. So she suffered like a concussion, but she's coherent. She can talk. You know, she's not laid in the hospital bed. She's really just in the waiting room waiting for the information as far as what's going on with Ethic and Easy and Alani. So she's nervous. She's scared. And everybody, she like thinking like people probably would think that, you know, she should be okay because nothing happens to her. But she's terrified because if something happens to all of them, it's just her left. And then Morgan, of course, but Morgan's all the way in London with Bash and they're her kids. And so it's like she's really freaking out. Like, I hope that nothing tragic really happens. But to see Easy out there out on a snow with blood everywhere, she has an internal panic attack, like I would have. When I read this, I was like, Ashley, if you take Easy away from me, I am going to be upset. I was hurt. I had to put the book down. When I first read this, after reading Ethic 1 through 6, and I got to this book and Easy was left in that snow bleeding, nope. I was like, oh yeah, nah, Actually, I'm not gonna be able to do this part, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break because I can't be. My feelings was real hurt, and I was gonna be devastated if Easy died. So I had read all the way up to the car accident, and then after the car accident, I took a break. Like, no, 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 no. My little feelings couldn't take it. Something happening Easy. So I probably waited about a day, like a day and a half, to like let it settle. Cause like, please don't let them be wrong. I said, actually, I always know how to make a tragic death. Like I said, if something happened to him, I was heartbroken. But so Bella's sitting in the hospital, waiting room, waiting on them to bring back information what's going on. Because I think Easy was in surgery, and I think Ethic was just in surgery too. He might have been unconscious, so he still didn't come to his own. So she went to the front desk and she asked the lady, like, "Excuse me, can you give me any information about my family?" And she said, "Well, your mom is out of surgery, and I think your father is being tested, and your brother is still undergoing surgery. Your brother will be a little while, but your dad should be, out." So she asked the doctor, like, "Are they okay?" And she was like, "I don't really have a lot of information right now, but how about this?" She said, "I'll take you into the recovery room with your mom because she should be up, waking up. And then when everybody else gets better, we'll just do it that way." She's like, "Okay." So she take her to the room with Alani, and Alani's kind of like groggy, coming out of anesthesia. She had to have surgery on her ankle because it was broke that bad. And so she's like, she go in the room with Alani, and Alani's like, "I'm okay, B. How are they, Bella, Easy, and Daddy?" She said, "I don't know. They won't tell me." So she tell Bella, like, "Go ahead and give me that wheelchair. I'm finna go get some information about my son and my husband. Like, y'all not finna have me laid up in here." So she forgets that her leg is messed up. And so she almost hurt her leg again trying to get down, but Bella wound up giving her the wheelchair. So she went to the front desk and she asked her, well, she was trying to go to the front desk, and I think the doctor might have came and like, "Whoa, Mrs. Okafors, like, you don't need to be up and moving. You just had surgery," or whatever the case may be. She said, "My son and my husband are here, and I just need to know how they are." He said, "If you get back in bed, I'll have one of the..." And she said, "I'm not getting back in bed until I see them." Y'all know. Firecracker Alani. She said, "No. So when she said she's not getting back in the bed till she see him, I'm so mad about this. When she said she's not getting back in the bed until she see him, Bella was like, "She means it." So he said, "Okay, fine." So he told her, like, "We'll go up to surgery and see, and we'll have the surgeon step out to kind of let you know what's going on with Easy. And then we'll take you to where Ethic is, where your husband is, or whatever the case may be." So Ethic wasn't in surgery anymore. He just was unconscious still. He hadn't came to. But they did test and everything to make sure that nothing was going on with his brain, that he didn't, suffer. He had a concussion, but that it wasn't like, detrimental, or that he wasn't going to be like, a vegetable or nothing like that. He just hasn't woke up since he got there, but he still was unconscious. And so when they went in the room to see Ethic, and he was all, with the tubes and stuff, Bella was like, "I thought you said he was okay. I thought you just said you was doing tests." And the guy was like, "He is. He just hasn't woken. We just wake up for him to wake up on his own." And so Alani's like, "Lord, please let everything be okay. Like, we was doing so good. Like, we've been doing better. Please don't, let nothing be wrong like this." So she said that she felt like Easy was the one who deserved this the least. Like, Easy, he innocent. Like, he the sweetest kid in the book. He always got a catchy little line. So Everybody was hurt. So I think that they wound up calling Morgan. I ain't gonna say I think, but they called Morgan. And Morgan had to, of course, catch a flight from London, so she couldn't get there till the next day. So they finally made it to where Easy was. And the surgeon told her, like, he's been put in a medically induced coma and we need to let the swelling on his brain go down before we operate. So she said, I need to see him. Please let me see him. And so that's when she said, you know, God, we've been doing so good. Things have been so good. Please don't do this to us. I need to see my baby. And so the doctor was like, okay. Let's get you back in this chair and I'll take you to both of them. My husband, too, we can't do this without them. Where is he? So they went to ethics room, and that's when I said he was plugged up to all the tubes and all of that. And Bella was like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And she asked Alani, like, what if he don't wake up? And Alani was like, he will. She said, what if he doesn't? She said, he will, Bella. We're going to be fine. Izzy and Daddy are both going to be fine. Our first Christmas will not be ruined with tragedy. So, the next day, Ethic has woken up. Because I was going to be devastated if something happened to Ethic too. But I think I was more sad about Izzy than I was about Ethic. So, he was trying to explain to Nair what had happened. So he was like, you know, the roads was clear. The truck just kind of came out of nowhere. And he said the truck's lights was out and he didn't even see him. And before he could brace himself, boom. So he told Nair, like, I need the driver's information. And he was like, ain't no information. He was like, he died on the scene. And so Ethic, of course, is like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, my son is up in here. He can't breathe on his own. He stuck up to all these machines. He got bleeding on the brain. And I'm just walking around with a little minor concussion. Like, I can't handle this now. You know, but I just can't do this. So he said, you can pray, G. He said, I've been praying. He told me, you fight hard for me, big man. You fight hard for Daddy. So I think Alani might have came in the room and told him, like, Morgan's on her way. Her car should be pulling up any minute. And he's like, okay, here, you stay with them. So he rushed to the elevator. As soon as he get behind the elevator doors, he busts out crying. Because he was overwhelmed. But as soon as those elevator doors open, he was back intact as if nothing happened, because that's just Ethic. So when he opened up the door and he saw Morgan, she, you know, ran up to him crying or whatever, and she like, where is he? So he took her to the room where he was at, and she instantly started crying. And she like, oh my God, Izzy, please wake up. You know, like, you can't do this to me. Like, I need to see you. Everybody was distraught. Because just like Bella said, Izzy was the simple kid in the book. And I feel like all the other kids that passed away in any book, you didn't get a chance to really know those kids. Like with Izzy, like, we know him. Please don't kill off my Izzy. So she asked, is he okay? So he's fighting. She just taken to him. And so Bash walked in. Ugh, I can't stand Bash. So Bash walked in and asked, is he going to be okay? And he said that they don't know yet. So when she walked into the room, she's like, no. You know, she cried. She wailed. She went over there. And she said, hey, Izzy, I'm home. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get here. I'm sorry that I didn't come faster. And she told him, you're so strong, Izzy. You got this. You do. You're just resting for a little while. And she said, visiting your mom for a little while. Tell Raven I need you back, though. Tell her don't be stingy and try to keep you long. I love you, Easy. Hurry back. I'm about to cry right now. Somebody help me. But and he could see the sadness in her eye. He turned to Alani and he could see the sadness in her eyes. Excuse me. She said, God, please, God, please. And I think that, well, so anyway. So the next day, because these are all happening like back to back to back. So the next day she wakes up and she's inside of the hospital room with Easy and she's in the bed and she like, so your favorite YouTuber is streaming is going to be streaming a live stream on Friday to try to tell you how to get through some little game that he likes to play because he's a gamer, and he gonna be talking about all of the codes and stuff. So Easy, all you gotta do is wake up for me, okay? Just wake up, big man. And she like, please, God, another plea. And so Ethic walked in and Ethic told her, like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this without you. And then she has this like guilt because she's like, you wouldn't have had to do this if it wasn't for me. If I didn't want to go up north and get a Christmas tree and make a big ordeal about it, then we wouldn't even be in this situation right now. And he said, it's nobody's fault. I want you and the kids to go home in the morning, get out of here, get some air, get yourself together, and just go ahead and go home. And she like, Ethic, he's my whole heart. She said, if I leave and something happens, he said, I've got him. It's just a few hours. I'll send for you when we get to early, because they were going to move him from the hospital up north to take him back to Michigan because they have the best child, come on, what I'm trying to say, the best children's hospital there or whatever, the best worker, so only the best fits Easy. So they decided to transport him back there so that he could get the best care from those doctors. And so Alani, of course, was hesitant to leave, but she knew that she had to go back home. She had to take the twins back because Morgan was there. She had to take Bella back because even though Bella wasn't hurt, but she did have a concussion, she needed to get her rest. And so she was like, well, I'm going to just go ahead and go back, and go ahead and get everything situated. And she said, I'm really sorry, Ezra, and I just want him to be okay. And so he kissed Alani on the forehead, and he just told her, like, go ahead and get them home. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. And then we'll pick up on this tomorrow. It's really not that much to it, to be honest with you. This is kind of like a short book. Like I said, it was a novelina. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, I will be doing my giveaway on Friday, so please be on the lookout for that. If you have not already, please don't forget to like my AspireCon video, write Aspire in the comments, and share the video. You guys are liking and commenting, but I haven't seen anyone share the video. So if you could share the video for me on your YouTube, on your Facebook or your Instagram, whatever the case may be, that's fine. All you have to do is copy the link and post it wherever you want to post it at. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be here tomorrow. Maybe not the same time, but definitely the same place. So until next time, bye, my jujubee.